Hey, it's Meteorologist Cory Reppenhagen here with the 9 News Weather Impact Team with an update on your forecast. We had a really nice, clear, sunny blue sky day with temperatures warming up, and it's already changing. We're starting to see those clouds appear, getting a little precipitation in some areas. A lot of it's still evaporating before it hits the ground right now, so not a lot of rain actually reaching the ground, and mostly just some gusty winds under there. We may stay in that mode for another hour or two before we get something a little bit more meaningful across the area, but it does look like the more beefy part of the cold front will come in, and we'll get a little bit better, more widespread, more meaningful precipitation going here. So let's take a look. Well, we're already looking at the current temperatures out here. We're in the 60s here, upper 60s across the Front Range. We did make it up to 70 just briefly there at Denver International Airport. It's still 69 degrees, so still relatively warm temperatures here. And you can look off into the distance there. The skies are showing those puffy clouds, a little bit of precipitation coming out of them here in the Denver area, but most of that stuff is still in the evaporating stage right now. We are getting something a little bit up to the north here. If you look at the live satellite and radar picture, you can see the kind of the main line of that system coming in from kind of angled from the southwest to the northeast there, and that's moving across Colorado now, starting to push up that precipitation and increase the cloud cover across the area. So we're likely just about a couple hours away from starting to see a little bit more meaningful precipitation across the area. It's not going to be one of those scenarios where everybody gets rain, and it does not look like a lot of rain here, just maybe 1/10 of an inch or maybe 2/10 of an inch here of rain in certain areas. Some areas will get none. It's not a full coverage. So look at the Horsetooth Mountain camera here looking over the city of Fort Collins. You can see a little bit more structure to those clouds up to the north, but down below, most of that precipitation is still evaporating. So not all of it is reaching the ground at this point. So probably some cool gusty winds underneath those storms out there in the Larimer County and Weld County area. They'll get a little bit more substantial here over the next hour or so as a cold front continues to press through. Here's your forecast in Denver over the next few hours here. We'll continue to increase the cloud cover, get those isolated, mostly dry thunderstorms across the area, and then by about 6, we should start to increase that coverage in the precipitation and maybe get a few showers. It just kind of adjusted that to show that the best chance to get some meaningful precipitation in here might be after dark. But like I said, in between now and 7 or 8, we'll see those isolated showers, and a few areas will get something. So we're looking for those scattered showers this afternoon, and it's going to be cooler tomorrow, probably in the 50s. Could get a little morning rain. During the day tomorrow, I think will mostly be stabilized, where we won't get anything meaningful as far as precipitation. And then maybe a couple of isolated afternoon showers tomorrow, covering about 25 to 30% of the area, and those will be very light in nature. And then it does look like it's going to warm up, clear out, and be mostly dry over the weekend here, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, although there is a storm system approaching, and it will start to have an impact on some areas as we go through the next few days here. We'll start to see that impact, but it will be mainly influenced by the high pressure across the area. So let me show you a computer model here. This is our in-house computer model we call Futurecast, and over the next hour or so here, going from about 2 o'clock, where we're seeing mainly the precipitation up on the northern Front Range, there will be a front that'll push through to help lift a few of these showers up, and we'll start to see those isolated showers in the Denver metro area even at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock, although they won't cover a lot of area, and they won't be very heavy as far as the rain showers go, so not a huge impact other than some gusty winds across the area. And then after 6 o'clock, you start to get a little bit better coverage of those storms. Never really get full coverage, but at least scattered. So you've got a good 50 to 60% chance of getting some measurable rain, although it does not look like a lot. Like I said, 1/10 of an inch, a 15th, maybe 2/10 of an inch here across the area. So not heavy stuff. And then as we go into the overnight hours, it'll gradually start to slow down with that coverage. We'll be mostly stable during the day tomorrow. Probably some mountain snow showers, so those will start to have an impact tonight. We're seeing those now, but it's just flurries and it's melting when it hits the ground. That will change as we go into the overnight hours, and we'll actually have an opportunity to see those showers stick. We could get an inch or two on some of the mountain passes. I'll show you more on that here in a minute, but during the day here on the Front Range, we're probably going to be clear, or at least very isolated and light showers until the afternoon, where we get a few more isolated stuff. Let's zoom out here, show you statewide. At 3 p.m., you see that front almost here in Denver. Behind that front and along that front is when we'll see the best coverage of those rain showers. You can see that maybe about 6 o'clock, we'll start to see better coverage of those thunderstorms here in the Denver metro area. And you can see once again, even this computer model showing not full coverage and not very heavy as far as the rain goes, but a few of us will be able to pick up a 1/10 of an inch to a 2/10 of an inch here as we go through the afternoon and evening hours. By about 11:30 tonight, we'll start to see the mountain snow showers have a little bit more impact, but as you see on this model, it does not cover a large area spatially, so there could be a brief heavy shower in one area, maybe get a bit of accumulation, but then once that cell moves away, because these are more convective style thunderstorms, you might even see some quick melting behind that. So it may not be until after midnight or early tomorrow morning where we can actually see some impact from those snow showers, but not expecting a big deal on those mountain passes. And here, even at 11:30, you see some showers across the Denver metro area and the northern Front Range. And then once we get into tomorrow morning, you'll see a little bit better coverage of those snow showers in the mountains, a little bit cooler temperatures. That's when you possibly get some of that impact on some of the mountain passes, but that will also be isolated. We'll stay mainly dry through the day tomorrow, and then tomorrow afternoon we'll get another round of very light showers. As far as that snowfall forecast goes here over the next 24 hours, so this goes until tomorrow night, you can see a couple of spots in the blue, which indicates 1 to 3 inches possible. So some of the mountain passes, particularly up in the north, but down near Red Mountain, we could get, Coal Bank, we could get a few quick inches of snow in some of those if you catch one of those isolated convective showers. This model kind of likes Rocky Mountain National Park here with 4 to 5 inches of snow. But, keep in mind, Trail Ridge Road is still closed at this time of year, so not a huge impact there at Rocky Mountain as far as the travel on Trail Ridge Road goes. Here's your day tomorrow here in Denver. So we could get a couple of really quick and brief light showers here early tomorrow morning, but mainly through the day we may see the sun pop out a little bit, but we're mainly dry tomorrow, but cooler, maybe not even getting to 60 degrees. And then in the tomorrow evening, there will be a round of very isolated and light showers that could have an impact on a few people here in the Front Range area. As far as the low temperatures go, even despite that cold front coming through, it does not look like those temperatures are going to get down there really cold, as we may even stay above 40 degrees here in most of the Denver area. A lot of the Northeast Plains could stay above 40 degrees. And then the high temperatures tomorrow are going to be noticeably cooler here, maybe not even making it to 60 degrees here in Denver. Forecast 58 degrees. If we get a little burst of sunshine, we could get up to 60, but it's not really going to be a super warm day as we go across the area with quite a bit of cloud cover in between and the cool air from that front. So when we look at the weather pattern, you can see that that trough is just very elongated, very broad, and not very well organized, not really having a huge impact on our area. And once that moves through, by Friday morning, we get into the clear, we go under a ridge of high pressure, and we will mainly be warm and dry for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And by Sunday afternoon, we'll start to see this trough here dive into the Great Basin here near Las Vegas, and that will as far as the solutions go with this storm, it does look pretty promising right now that we could get some significant rain and some cooler temperatures across the area Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. If this comes in a little early, we could see a little severe weather outbreak on the eastern plains on Sunday, but the main impact for that's going to be to slow the progression of this snow melt. Here we look at the snowpack here, we're at 58% of median. The idea here, as we track the snow melt through the spring, is to keep all these numbers as close to 100% as possible through about the middle of June. So to have these numbers almost depleted already indicates that the snow that we had, which was not very much down in the south, is already melting away. Quick look at your 7-day forecast here. You can see that the weekend there we start to break into the clear here. It does look like we'll see some isolated afternoon thunderstorms on Sunday evening, but there you see the impact of that next trough. Not super cold here in Denver, but at least a lot of cool cloud cover. A very good chance that we'll catch a good bit of rain, and for the mountains we're talking about cooler temperatures and less sunshine to slow the progression of that snow melt. So that is the forecast. Thank you for tuning in here, and I hope you all have a real nice day.